What's up guys, Chaos here, and welcome to Saint Spell's Love Guide to the Magical Student Spellbook. There's mysterious witches, friendly anima, angelic seraphims, devilish fiendish, and beautiful clock hearts aplenty. Dance and sing your hearts fill. Love them, hate them, befriend them all. That's directly from the itch.io page for the game. Probably mispronounced a lot of that stuff, but it's okay. I just randomly found this game off of itch.io and saw that it was a dating sim. And I realized I haven't played a dating sim on my channel yet. It's just funny considering the fact that in middle school, the main games I was playing was dating sims. So I decided I might as well revisit just the genre in general. And plus, looking at some of the screenshots on the itch.io page, I really like the art style. It looks really cute. I have basically no idea about anything about the game. Just whatever's on the itch.io page is very vague. So I'm going into this completely blind. We shall see what happens. I guess we just gotta go straight into it. See where we end up ourselves with. Saint Spell's Conservatory of Magic. A well-renowned school known for its vibrant student body and illustrious alumni. Hasn't been that long since you were discovered to be a spellcaster, someone capable of wielding magic. One day, you were a mundane human. The next, a practicing witch. In this day and age, it was definitely something that came as quite the surprise. After some trials, you were finally transferred into this magical university. Both nervous and excited, you hope you can make some friends by the end of the week. Though you don't know anyone that, as a transfer student, you're ready to make the most of it. Fill out your student ID. First name, Chaos. Last name, Nightfall. Oh, what is this? Oh, I get to pick my classes, my dorm, and pronouns. That's nice. I don't know what's the difference between these. I don't know, I guess that's like the name of Bellatrix. I'll go with that one. So I get to pick my different classes. I have no idea how this is gonna work. But I definitely want to do alchemy. That's a Monday, Wednesday class. I definitely want to do potions. That's a Tuesday, Wednesday class. I want to do healing. I want to be a healer. That's Tuesday, Thursday. I want to do combat and defense. I haven't had a Friday class yet. I mean, I want to fight. I got healing and I got combat and defense. I got potions, I got alchemy. I should be all good. Wish I could take more classes. This is a easy load. It's like, I could do more than this. I did more than this in high school. Guess this is what we're going with. I should get ready for tomorrow. I like that you can specifically choose. Make your way down the halls of the Grand Conservatory with a fluttering heart. Small divots in the stone flooring cause the wheels of your suitcase to bump as it rolls by your side. It's quiet in the halls, the gentle tapping of your footsteps almost loud in comparison. If I could have checked in earlier, it would have been nicer. I wondered how much more alive the campus would feel in waking hours, though you imagine there would be students awake at any hour regardless. The house Bellatrix should be... Oh, hello there. Why, hello. Perhaps too caught up in the new environment, you haven't noticed the dark-haired anima approaching, seemingly coming from nowhere. I think that's how you pronounce it, anima? I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's some kind of magic thing. That's just how I'm gonna pronounce it. If that's wrong, I'm sorry. You're new, aren't you? It's a wide smile. His sharp teeth reflect this light. It takes a moment for you to respond after your initial surprise. Oh yes, I am. You are... He giggles at your response, though you're unsure of what he finds so amusing. Don't be so shy now. I'm Bugbear. Bugbear? What kind of name is that? That's what I'm thinking. You can't tell if his parents were exceedingly eccentric, or if he's just playing you for a fool. Though you suppose you can spy bear ears hidden amongst the mess of his dark hair. I can't see him, so. I'm part of the new students welcoming committee, so of course I'm here to welcome you. Welcome, welcome, and welcome to the wonderful Saint Spell, the magic conservatory where secrets abound. There's mysterious witches, friendly anima, angelic seraphims, devilish fiendish, and beautiful clock hearts aplenty. Probably still mispronouncing all of that. Dance and sing to your heart's fill, love them, hate them, befriend them all. Bugbear croons, beginning his one-man cheer team while clapping. You suppose you feel welcomed? Thank you. His red crescent-shaped eyes burn to you rather intensely. He doesn't glance away at all, and you have the distinct feeling of being watched, despite him so obviously looking at you. You didn't think it possible, but his grin seemed to stretch even wider. Now that you've been welcomed, you should run along now, shouldn't you, Nightfall? I'll be seeing you around. He leaves without fanfare. Eh. Hey. Hey! Is he not going to help you actually check in? What kind of welcoming committee is that? You give a disgruntled huff, a stroll farther down the hallway. You'll find a campus map at some point, you figure. Am I lost? I'm lost. After a good amount of wandering, you do find the office of the Student Welcoming Committee, but the lights are closed. The lights are closed? Is that what that just said? It appears to be after hours. Thankfully, though, there is an older staff member waiting by its doors, noticing your approach. Ah, you're the new student, aren't you? Somehow the scenario feels a bit familiar. The office is closed right now, but I'm here to receive you. They smile a bit apologetically. Usually we have student volunteers during the start of the semester. Since you're transferring in, we only have faculty on hand right now. Kindly, they hand you a lanyard and your student spellbook. Must be wanting to rest. Come with me. I'll show you to your house. Yes, please. Thank you. House Bellatrix. Mystery and magic. Words of House Bellatrix. So you'll be joining Bellatrix, I hear. I'll tell you a little bit about the house. Enrollment in House Bellatrix is not for the faint of heart. Producing the most witch and familiar pairs yearly, Bellatrix is named from the Latin Bellatrix, female warrior. I guess I picked a good one since I did combat and defense. In modernity, Bellatrix follows after its legendary witch alumni of the house. Students of Bellatrix are devoted to magical realm defense and protection, while graduates of the house typically see the most confrontation with the creatures of Gehenna. I assume that's how you pronounce that. Members of the House Bellatrix usually expect to spend most of their time within the sphere of the magical community. Many even go on to live in Alterna permanently after acquiring their credentials. A lot of interesting names here. Typically, students of Bellatrix specialize in combat hexing, protection charms, defensive curses, and healing. Optics, a good house then. Just on pure luck. The heart of Bellatrix House is the Bell Castle, a small old castle building situated near the lush-wooded area of campus. The castle stands at the heart of what once was the small St. Bell campus, though nowadays has been refurbished into a dorm building as the school has grown. A creek runs behind the structure with plenty of trees, bushes, and flowers for all Inima residents to feel at home. The house heraldry I can't read words. There's so many interesting words here. It's the red spider lily, and members wear crimson crest on formal dress days. I cannot read apparently. I'm struggling, man. Since it's getting late, I'll let you get checked in now. Welcome to Bellatrix. This is gonna be fun since apparently I can't read right now. Reaching your dorm room, you begin to settle in. Despite that strange first encounter, you can't wait to see what St. Spell has in store. Today is Monday. You have alchemy. Go to class? Yeah, I'm not going to skip class. I'm not one of those kind of people. Who would you like to approach? I don't know any of these people. A lot of different faces. I don't know. I guess you. I like your hair. Oh, I also like your hat. A rose-haired girl approaches you. You recognize her from one of your classes. Evelyn, was it? I love that name. Have you started on the research paper yet? I heard that the professor might award a bonus for students who turn in their papers before the deadline. If I say no, I'm gonna be in trouble. Will she help me out? Nah, I want to seem cool in front of her. Yes, everything is going pretty well. How lovely. It's nice to hear you're doing well in your paper. I feel particularly passionate about the topic I've chosen, and I'm hoping I can get a good grade on it. She sparkles with determination. I can't wait to hear what your topic is for presentation. What's your topic? Oh, it isn't all that interesting. Then again, there's just so many things to write about when it comes to certain things. I wonder if I'll be able to fit it all into a 10-page essay. She starts wondering out loud. There's just so much to learn, and I'm eager to discover more about this topic. Perhaps we could go for a quick library run? Yes, sometime? Yes! You're pretty. The human body is a complex formula. To recreate one is nearly impossible, let alone being extremely dangerous. You're almost dozing off when... You! Nightfall! How much water does the average adult human body have? I honestly honestly don't know. This sounds about right. The professor quirks an eyebrow. Lucky guess. Let's go! How was Carmen? A bit. I don't know why, but 24 sounds right. Wrong, not bad, but not nearly good enough. I didn't get a second good guess. The professor returns back to the class, pointing their wand to the board. Yeesh, wonder how you expect me to know all that. You can feel your intelligence increasing. Let's go! I got one right, so it's okay. I see time speeding up. The end of class? You have combat and defense magic. Go to class. Obviously, I'm not skipping class. Who would you like to approach? I still don't know any of these people. None of them are the girl I talked to last time. You look kind of interesting. Just from your sprite. You do look interesting. Question mark raises her gaze towards the seat she assumes you intend to inhabit. Silently, she looks towards you, then to the empty chair beside her. You step closer, but abruptly the chair is then unavailable. She flicks her wrists, combs and pens unceremoniously tumbling into the vacancy. It's occupied. How rude. The enchantress resumes her forward stare. With a swish of her hand, she waves you away. Oof, did you just see that? Surprising that the new student tried to sit next to her. That was brutal. Well, that's a Leni for you. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name, but maybe next time? So I have to figure out how to work my way into her heart so I can actually sit next to her. Which probably will be a tough nut to crack. Today you're going to fight a land shark in a ring. Land shark. Just like the professor had 10 years ago in the... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Caves. This is allowed? It is indeed allowed. And you step into the ring. Oof. Oof. Although you get your ass handed to you, you put up a good fight. You limp away from the ring. You feel your strength increasing by 2. Nice. My strength is currently at 6. It's noon. Who do you want to spend lunchtime with? I got along well with you, and the other lady didn't like me. Hey, would you like to come hang out in my dorm? I was just about to head over there. Yes. Excellent. I'll lead the way then. Oh, is this your dorm? It's so cute. You arrive at the grotto. Evelyn perches on her bed and starts unpacking her lunch. Feel free to take a seat. I happen to prepare some food this time around. School food is nice and all, but I really enjoy making something for myself sometimes. She showcases a cutely wrapped lunchbox. Many of the delicious food items resembling the shape of baby birds and other cute animals. She notices the look on your face. Are you surprised? I might be into the occult, but I also enjoy cute things. I can just tell by her look. She's definitely like the kind of like more emo goth chick that just has a brightly colored bedroom kind of thing. Well, it's the best of both worlds. She stifles a laugh over the comment before picking up one of the assembled snacks in her box and pushing it against your lips. Try some. If you spit it out, I'm not forgiving you, of course. Sensing her seriousness, you have no choice but to open your mouth and take a bite of the sugary snack. Do I like it or do I not? So sweet and so delicious. Thank you. The candy I made and wanted to experiment with. The recipe for it is simply divine. I just had to put my own twist to it. I like her. She's cute. You're already done with classes for the day. What do you want to do? What are these options? I want to assume this is combat. I want to up my strength. I want to get strong. Get strong. You are at the arena. Let's exercise. You cannot exercise right now so you have an injury. What do you do? Can I just practice magic then here? I feel like that would be a good one then. The scuffling as other students spar inspires you to practice your own combat spells. You feel your intelligence increasing. Nice. I need to increase my charisma. That's at 0 right now. On your way, you bump into an elder man. Perfect. You had just the question for a faculty member. Excuse me, do you know where I might be able to obtain a map of campus? Question mark looks at you with a confused smirk. Oh, hey there. Oh, wait, are you talking to me? You new? And never seen you before. Scratches his head with more confusion. Did he even work here? Who let him onto campus? Yes, I'm new. Yes, I just transferred in. Oh, okay. Not sure I'm the best person to help with that. Go and ask the dorm head or something. He scratches his chin. Oops, the fuck was that? You're already done with classes for the day. What do you want to do? How do I up my charisma? I want to assume that CHA is charisma. And the bad I probably don't want to increase. How do I increase good though? Because that's only at 2. So 2 things I want to increase. My charisma and good. So let me just see what this is. You're at the fields. I guess just practice magic. Wide open space helps you focus on your magic. You can feel your intelligence increasing. Sweet. I'm gonna be so smart and so strong. No one's gonna be able to beat me. It's now after school hours. Extracurriculars are now in session. What do you do? What's this? It looks like a hamster. You're at the gardens. Wander, join the tea club, join the gardening club. I wanna do gardening. Gardening sounds fun. Enter Green Thumb Awakening. You stroll into gardening club. Ack! You're unsure how it happened, or who exactly was at fault. One moment you're heading to your next location, then the next you find yourself on the ground with someone's belongings scattered at your feet. It's one of these cliches. Oh, you're cute. Ah, my sincerest apologies. You look up towards the voice and see a young man in a similar position to yourself, spreading over the accident. He is dressed in attire that seems fairy tale-like, even for someone like you who's quite literally attending a prestigious magic school. He is quite frazzled by the accident. It seems after putting the pieces together, he was the one you collided with. You aren't injured, are you? Pardon, my nose was in a book and I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings. The stranger starts to gather up his spilled belongings. You examine the mess more and find some school supplies, and a myriad of library books. I'll gather your things for you. Don't worry. I'll help you out, man. Without so much of comment, you begin to help gather his things. It's funny nowadays to find someone so invested in a physical book. Typically when scenarios like this play out, the cost would be a smartphone. From your experience, most people have switched to listening to audiobooks or reading ebooks. This kind of cliche was old-fashioned. Oh, you didn't have to, but thank you kindly. The stranger smiles with gratitude. Ah, you're really invested in that story, aren't you? His lips parts to softly laugh at your comment. There's a gentle glint in his eye, as if relieved that you didn't seem troubled by his mistake. I love to read, you see. But back in Roselia, we lacked a very wide variety of books, so I got carried away, I suppose. Now it's your turn to laugh. I cannot help but think that this stranger seems like a child who stopped paying attention to everything else once he received a new shiny toy. But in this case, it was old dusty books. However, you did take notice that you mentioned being from the mysterious floating city of Roselia. You conclude that this would make him a Clockheart, the residents of the city. Seeing as the Clockhearts primarily keep to their secluded city, it would explain the fascination. It must have been a really good story for him to get lost like that. After collecting his belongings and placing them back in his bag, you stand up and offer a hand towards the man. Realizing that neither of you knew each other's name yet, you decide to introduce yourself. No worries about all that. My name's Chaos Nightfall. Oh. The Clockheart's cheeks flush. It was quite rude of me to overlook the fact that I haven't introduced myself. Clearing his throat, he continues. My full name is Ren Aspen. However, I would prefer if you simply call me Aspen. Thank you so much again for your assistance. All his items were safely tucked away into his bag except for one small book. Aspen smiles softly at your curiosity, noticing the interest you took in his current read. It's called The Little Prince. I'm not quite sure what it's about yet, but it sounds like a fairy tale. I quite like fairy tales, you see. I cannot help but think again that he really was similar to an excited child. So far, there are 2 characters. The man who got stranded in the desert and the prince. I hope perhaps they can become friends. Suddenly, he seems to recall something. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm keeping you, aren't I? Thank you again. He seemed like a sweetheart. It's now the evening. You have some free time before the day ends. Did I even join the gardening club at all? We just went there. So here, you're in the forest. I can eat questionable shrooms. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. I guess I could probably just wander a bit. Despite the eerie atmosphere, you wander around the forest, trying your best to not get lost. I'm gonna get lost, aren't I? I think I should go back to bed. Okay, we are. One day is now over.